Hey, what's up, everybody? Just gonna do a cleaning video, little tutorial. One of my old classmates from school, son's PS4. She was complaining that it's making a loud noise when it's on. The fan possibly might be dirty, so I'm gonna take it apart and I am going to clean it thoroughly and see if that takes care of the problem. And the first thing I'm going to do is your hard drive access is right underneath this panel right here. So you're going to take both your thumbs, you're going to pop it, and you're going to give it a little wiggle. Yeah, mostly from the front, but try and keep it even. We're going to take it to the side. See, there's a little bit of dust residue in there. We'll clean all that stuff out. And let's see what we see here. And right off the bat, I see right there, that's your hard drive. Your fan, we're going to take this side apart, but we're going to do it from the bottom. Big old dust bunny right there at the front. So this unit has already been taken apart once before. I said right here on the rear, you're going to have these Torx bits. There's stickers that usually cover them from the factory. You got one there, two in the center, and another one on the rear right there. So we are going to take those out. And that will access from the bottom of the unit, but we're going to take this guy out too, and we're going to clean the hard drive and all that stuff, and we will go from there. I like doing this stuff. It's fun. It keeps me occupied. Okay, a couple things, tools you're going to need. You're going to need a couple of Q-tips, naturally compressed air. You got your little mini Phillips head screwdriver. I always like to keep, an electrical flathead around just in case. A T9 Torx security bit. I went up and I ordered this guy right here from Harbor Freight. You can get it off eBay or whatever. So you're gonna need these for, all these little tiny screws. I'm gonna take the hard drive out, clean the internal, get all the dust out from there. Then I'm gonna flip it, take the screws out, flip it, remove the bottom of the case, which will, for some odd reason, Sony in its infinite wisdom decided to house the fan in the bottom of the unit instead of, the top. It's how they keep their warranty work going, I guess. I don't know. The two main problems, since I have this open, if you go to a boot screen where it's checking, you'll have a nice long check bar on it. Chances are, this little turd right here, your hard drive, failed. I've had quite a few issues with that throughout the years with people bringing them in. So we will pull the hard drive out, clean it, and flip it over and go from there. Okay, so to remove your hard drive, there is a little Phillips screw right here. So we will take this. Usually I leave my top plate right here, so that way, because the screws are smaller and you don't want to take the risk of losing them. Yeah, see, just taking the hard drive out, there's dust bunnies and it's packed. So we will get some compressed air, blow all this out. You'll have to forgive me. I don't use, this is my, my gaming area and whatnot. So I will not be using the compressed air in here, but I mean, I'm wiping dust right off the inside here. So I will take it out, I will blow all this out, and then we will flip it over and go from there. Okay, now I took it out, blew it out. I'm going to take this area right here, and this guy right there is clean. Cleaned all dusted it, wiped it down. So you reinsert your hard drive till you hear a snap. You take your little screw, just a Phillips, and then we will re-secure that guy back in there like so. Get that dude in there like that. And then the hard drive area is complete. So then you just take a rag, wipe down this entire thing, get all the dust and dirt off of it, dirt out of it. And we will re-secure that right on there. Okay, so I had it outside and I hit it with the compressed air. All that fuzz and lint shot out the other side. So that just tells me that it is packed. So with this here, we're going to take our T9 bit and we are going to remove these itty bitty little screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure them, because like everything else, you don't want to lose those. Like I said before, usually there's tape over these right here, so you're going to need like a little security knife or something to get those out and out of the way. So with your screws out, you just grab on the back by where the power resistor is at. Ooh, look at that. Whew, Lord have mercy. Okay, that's the inside of your casing right there. Let me see if I can get it without getting a glare on it. Packed full of dust. Holy jeez, okay. And as you can see, let me see if I can get it up here. Yeah, gigantic dust pocket. Fan is just overloaded with it. Whew. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why your units overheat and get loud. So, next thing we're going to do is, this is your power supply for your unit, okay? We're going to take that screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw out. And then if you notice, you have a tiny little cable right here. You can disconnect it. I'm just going to take it out and I'm going to flip it over. So be mindful of these. The clips are facing inward, so get them back in. They're very flimsy, as you can hear, so you want to just be mindful. Be very, very careful when pulling those out. These take the little Phillips head screws, so we will unscrew these. They are very long screws, so we will have to work on prying those out ever so gently. Yeah. set these guys up here because you're not losing those. Okay, so you get one, then you get two. I'll lay them on the respective sides. And then again, you have your T9 security bits there, there, and there. So we'll pop those out next. Okay, so then we'll pop this little dude out here. I had to go get an extension. So we'll get this here. So be very, very, very careful. You don't want to lose any of your screws because you drop them in the system, you do this, and you're just gonna have a big, gigantic mess on your hands. So basically, you just pry up on this guy right here. I can get her out. Oh, wait a second here. Should be good to go. I just need to give it a little wiggle here. She just don't want to give up. There we go. Okay, so again, be very, very mindful because you got this dude right there. I'm looking inside the heat sink and everything, and there's just a blanket of dust, and the fan sits right on top of the heat sink. I mean, I got dust bunnies all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow the power supply out separately. Yes, I'm going to leave it intact. The whole back, let's see, can't twist it around, so I have to do the old flipperoo here. Okay, inside all this, that's where all your capacitors for your power supply and everything else is at. So I'm going to take this dude, I'm going to set it back down there like so. I'm going to take it outside, I'll dust it off, come back in, and while I'm doing it, I'm going to take these Q-tips and I'm going to knock all this fuzz outside of this. So I shall be back. All right, so here we go. I got all the crud out of the fan. All the dust bunnies and stuff are taken care of. I hosed out. Let's see, get it up here. Got all the dust out of the power supply, front and rear. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trusty little rag and I'm just going to wipe the dust residue off of this. Just going to give it a good wipe down here. All the chrome is chrome. So we're just going to place this back down. It's supposed to go like that. Just like so. Gonna get the wires back tucked in right there, just to be on the safe side. Make sure everything's good and secure. I mean, look at that. Look at that fan. That thing, there was so much on there. The heat sink was packed, so I'm guessing that's why the fan sounded like it was a 747 about to take off. So now that we got all that taken care of, we will get these screws back into the power supply. Like I said, be very gentle because you don't want to You don't want to risk stripping anything out. Everything to go in exactly the way you took it out. So we got one there. And then we got one right there. And then we got the last torque security bit right there. Now, some of you guys out there are probably like, what's the difference between a torque bit, a Torx bit, and a Torx security bit? And I will show you a regular torque bit is solid. A Torx security bit has a tiny little hole in it. So if you go trying to dig into this with a regular bit, chances are you're probably going to strip out the screws, and then you're really going to be in a world of trouble. So we will snap that dude back in there like that, and then we'll get that one back in there like that. Like I said, make sure they're pointing inward. You want them going exactly the same way you found them. So we will screw that guy back in there like so. Get this dude going in here like that. Don't over tighten anything. Snug everything down. So those are good to go. And then, yikes. Look at that. So I will remove that. Take a rag. Actually, I'm not going to take a rag. I want to take this out and hose it out real quick with the compressed air because it's... Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it's rough. So I will clean this out and put it back on, and it should be good to go. And voila. Got it all cleaned up. All situated. Should be good to go. That's not dust right there. That is a piece of the internals. So we will take this guy back here and we will reassemble it. Make sure that is backwards. Okay, everything's nice and flush. Everything's right where they're supposed to be. And then the final leg is to reinstall these little screws here. Let me see, get a good vantage point. All right, so we got to put those 4 screws back in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real fast. So we will start with this one. Get it in there. So be very gentle. These things like to fly around because they're so small. They're very temperamental. So you got that dude in there. Moving tables around. Alright. Actually, I'll use the throwing stuff. Actually, since I don't like to secure things down too tight, it's plastic. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to hand snug it in there. I said once you're in, you're in. You're not going nowhere. And then we will get number 3. Make sure get it good and snug. You want to be very, very, very gentle with anything that you do. anything having to do with plastic because it can go south real fast. You don't want to risk breaking anything, snapping anything off. Once they're insecure, they're not going anywhere. So I've got the entire internal cleaned off. So what I will do, final and foremost, because I'm doing this for an old high school mate, friend. So I'm gonna take some alcohol and I'm gonna clean the case off really well. I'm not gonna overdo it. A little bit goes a long way, so just get a little bit on my microfiber cloth, and I'm gonna polish it off here real good. I said that'll get any of the weirdo residue, give it a nice shine again. Yeah. Be like, oh look, who's that dude right there? Oh, hey. Alright, so that's basically all I do. Stay away from stickers. Anything that's in the plastic, you're good, but I just stay away from stickers and stuff like that. Just because. Give it a good old wipe down all the way across. And that will take care of any more dust, residue on it, so we get all that. And then I usually like to take a Q-tip and just get any transference off of that. Same with the front. Like I said, it's like there might have been something spilled in here at one time. So because of that, I am going to go ahead and get the sticky stuff off with, dip the Q-tip in a little bit, alcohol, get the excess off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get all that in there, get all that sticky stuff off. Might have been soda pop or something weird like that, I don't know. We'll do that. And got a little bit of dirt in there too, so there's that. And then I'll reinsert little buddy's wireless unit back in there, and then I will wipe off the bottom and the front. So we'll go ahead and get up in there. Like I said, I want this thing to be good as new. Get down there in the Sony. Get some scratches there. Get everything polished right back up. Wipe the bottom off down there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you clean and disassemble for a fan cleaning and your hard drive removal. Compressed air, Torx 9 security bit, Phillips head, flat head, some Q-tips, and some rubbing alcohol to polish her up when she's all done. And I appreciate it. Tune in next time for, well, something else that needs fixed. Thanks for tuning in to Kettering Gamer Guy. Have a good one, everybody.